Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Been a while. Here's some footage of what we had happen in between the races, because as you know, I did mention the Legends race, and I never put a video out. And you might be wondering why. Well, short answer is things happened. And even shorter answer is, concrete hurts. But anyway, Fuel Racing League. This was a much better weekend than last, if I'm honest. I was really hoping coming into this race that I'd be able to maintain enough points that, maybe we could still look at a top 3 in the championship. I was feeling a bit down after previous events. But a little change happened between races. The track owner, Travis, added a lot of tire pressure, and if you know tires, that made them very slippery. And if you remember, I'm pretty good at slippery things. This meant that I had some pretty good confidence right off the bat. Not confidence that I would dominate, but obviously some confidence that, I'd be back home. So, let's see just how far that brought me. So, after a beautiful qualifying session, I had put it P1 by 0.8 of a second, which, pretty solid. Definitely nothing to scoff at after being behind by about 1.5 seconds last round. So I was very excited to lead the way once again. And so here we come to the line just about side by side perfectly here with who is our championship rival coming into this race. Of course, there's one more race after this, but you see we get the green flag. Good gap behind, so we're both good on pressure. Very easy first 3 corners, and from here, it's time to just get into a groove and try to run away. This corner is where you see the best of my driving abilities against theirs. You see, I just take it so much better, a bit wide there from the guy in third. I'm just able to bring so much more speed into, in the middle of, and out of that corner, as well as here in turn 7. I just know how to drive these things after so many years of driving things that felt just like them. And you can really tell as this is just the end of the first lap, and already I've built such a gap. This was, thankfully, a theme for the next couple laps, as that's all I could ask for really, is to just pull away and not have anything to worry about. And here at the end of lap 2, you can see it again. He's nearly off the screen. I've pulled such a gap, and he's not a slow driver at all. He is very quick. He's hard to battle, but I've just gotten so used to this kart so quickly due to my past experience and things that drive just like it, that I really don't have to worry about too much unless I make a stupid mistake. But here as we start lap 4 of 8, it seems maybe I shouldn't have said that, because I really took that as a challenge. You'd think that a smart, fast driver would try to keep their nose clean and just drive away from the pack. Well, I'm kinda dumb. I've spun on my own by turning in early, and now the kart won't go because I've got the wheel turned a bit, and with so low horsepower, they do not drive. So, now, with half of the race to go, I've got to gain all of that time back and pass 2 karts just to win the race that I had in the bag not 1 lap ago. Well, fortunately for me, Again, I'm pretty fast in this kart. So just one lap later, I'm able to catch the back of this kart ahead, and I've just got to put the pressure on. I go for the switchback. He leaves the room and I get alongside. Beautiful move. I'm even able to clear him here and get back onto the racing line to make the corner. And now it is on to the leader as we start lap 6 of 8. And by corner number 7 of that lap, I have already caught the back of the leader. All I have to do now is get my head down and pass him before the end of the race. Can we do it? And I'll immediately give it a try as I send it to the left on the inside of the corner. He cuts down, I hit the curb a bit, and I have to let him go. Really close to a big crash there. Thankfully, I am competent enough to not send myself into him, but I almost did. And now I'm going to try it again up the inside, just not enough speed. Now I'm realizing I'm going to lose to the guys behind who I've roped into this fight. In fact, there's a pass for third behind me. What a little scrap there. But again, just my pace through that hairpin is so good that I'm able to hold on to second position and keep hunting for that lead. And it was also at this moment that I realized that we were coming to the white flag, and so this was going to have to be a final lap overtake for the win. And thankfully, for whatever reason, I just gained so much on corner entry and on corner exit that just on the straight, as we come to the flag, he'll see me pull right out left beside him. And that is the lead. This is where I was worried he could switch back me, and he could have here, but I just don't think he had enough power to get it done. This is where I knew I had actually managed the spin to win. So a beautiful start to the day, and for the second time this year, I can put my hands up in celebration to have 50 points in the first half of the day. What a start this was, and now all I could hope for is that I would be able to bring this momentum into the next race and come home with another Grand Slam. And so, for the last time today, we pull away from the practice grid with one thought in my head. Is this the championship deciding race? And so here we come up to the line. You're going to see a big jump start from the guy in second. As we're rolling slowly, he goes. Now we all go. My hand goes up, just questioning why he jumped so early. And of course, he also realizes that he went too early. So right here you see he gets the flag, but he also just moves to let me by because he knows he'd get the penalty if he tried to hold on. And now as I throw it into the hairpin for the first time in the main race, you see just how quickly I start to pull a gap. By this point, I was very, very confident that my old driving skills had returned from Youngstars and was just hoping to keep pulling a gap throughout the day. After a few short laps, you can see two things. First of all, the huge gap I've built, but secondly, this little spin in the back here. I'm not sure what caused it, but a very unfortunate spot to go off. The gravel there is very deep and hard to get out of. And so we'll head over onto the final lap because, well, fortunately, you can see I got a good gap, meaning this race was pretty safe for me. Unfortunately, that made this a rather boring race, unfortunately, both to drive and to watch as a spectator. But since there isn't much to go over right now, what I will go over is just a little refresher on how this championship system works. So to start with, of course, there are the 4 races. This is the third of the season, and each race the most you can get is 100 points. That is pole, sprint, and feature race win. This is going to be my second time doing that. And remember, only the best 3 races count because there is one drop round. So this means as we come to the line, I can celebrate a little bit, as I understand now that all I have to do is not get outscored very much in the final race, and I can become champion. As of this video's release date, the final race will be in 6 days, so please stay tuned for that final video.